Well, Penguins fans, the second round matchup with the Washington Capitals, what some of us are calling the Superstar Summit Series, or things about to kick off on Saturday. Penguins practice for the first time for the series here today at Mellon Arena. There's all kind of things going on. But one of them was Sergei Gonchar, the well-respected Penguins defenseman now in his fourth year with the team, talking about his time in Washington, where he's not always met with the warmest of welcomes.
And it's not as bad as playing in Philly. And obviously they yelling and screaming at me, but it's not the same as playing in Philly against Philly.
I know you've talked about you feel like you've played as well here as you have. Where do you think?
I do believe that in Washington I was a whole different player, more offensive oriented. Here I'm trying to be more defensive, and not only offensive but defensive also. And probably over here it's.
Why can't you beat Gino in cards?
It's the toughest thing for me now. Probably going to work on it all summer. Hopefully I'll do it next year.
You know, for a guy that doesn't do necessarily the best job in his card games with Evgeny Malkin, it's kind of odd that Sergei Gonchar might have been the wild card for the Penguins' late season success. Speaking with Coach Dan Bylsma earlier today, you could see his belief that Gonchar had a lasting impact on the Penguins' second half surge into the Stanley Cup playoffs.
As far as our surge with Sergei, we played some games without Sid. Chris Kunitz came in before Billy Guerin, but then Billy Guerin came in. I think you can't take away from all those people's influence on our team and helping us do well. Sergei Gonchar adds a different element both on and off the ice that we don't have with him. Can we win a hockey game without him? We did in Florida when he went going home for his daughter's birth. Alex Goligoski played that game, and he's a good player too, but there's something that Sergei adds in terms of execution and experience and calmness about playing the game the right way that we don't have in other players. So we can win games without him. I think he knows that. I think we believe that, but you can't deny the roles that players played, and Sergei coming back shortly before I got here is a big part of that.
And it's pretty simple, guys. If you look at the Penguins' record with Sergei Gonchar, they are a much better team. I've thought for a long while that this is one of the most underrated players in the National Hockey League. I spoke with Bill Guerin at the practice, and he said Gonchar is underrated by the media, but very respected by all the players. And you know that with the Washington Capitals, who are composed of a lot of Russian players, Alexander Semin, Alex Ovechkin, Sergei Fedorov, that those guys know exactly what Gonchar means to not only the Penguins, but exactly what kind of impact he can have on a series such as this. We'll be playing a lot against Ovechkin. You can be guaranteed of that. Look for Sergei Gonchar to maybe be one of the keys to this series. You can read all about it, of course, in the Tribune Review.